I've already probably seen many people and social psychologists who suggest that first impressions are often wrong, and part of the reason why they suggest such a thing is because they don't trust common sense as a reliable source of information. We are unaware of many factors that influence how we think or behave, and we sometimes can't even report these things accurately. As an example, we form first impressions when meeting someone in the first couple of seconds, and yes, sometimes they appear to be accurate, and we can actually form valid impressions of others' personalities just by a brief exposure of them. But there are also times when we are very wrong. This itself raises the question, can we really trust our impressions? This is a very complicated question that requires a lot of research, and even though there is a lot of research that shows that impressions are an unreliable source of information, how I see it, forming impressions comes from two places. The first place is the place of intuition, where the emotional guidance system accurately perceives a threat or a red flag, and this information is interpreted through triggering fight or flight, showing signs of anxiety, the fear, a sensation of unsafety, or it can also be the opposite, and feel instantly connected, safe, comfortable, aligned with ourselves, etc. The other second place is projection, where we are triggered by a certain characteristic, attitude, or our own perception of someone who we meet, and we instantly feel a lot. So how can we actually tell them apart? It is possible to perceive this kinds of information accurately, since our bodies are built for accessing different kinds of information. What we need to do, most importantly, is to tune with our own emotional guidance system, which will naturally tell us whether what we are perceiving is a threat or a trigger. There are many processes such as the IFS method, shadow work, parts work, different kinds of meditations that you can use in order to find out what is actually going on. The most important thing to remember is to make sure that you perceive and feel into the situation without any judgmental thoughts or kinds of triggered behavior. So we need to access the inner adult in order to be able to perceive the real scope of the situation.